What's going on? How are you guys today? I am, I guess, exhausted as usual. I think it's because with this bodybuilding stuff, I'm consuming like so much honey, so much carbs, so much food that I'm just like constantly lethargic every time I eat. Usually when I don't eat, I'm fine, but like since I got to get my calories in and do this bodybuilding stuff, I'm just so over it. But how are you guys today? We're gonna do like maybe 45-minute, 1 hour live Q&A, and then I'm just gonna record a quick video and then lay down for a couple hours just because I'm so tired. Late as usual. Yeah, I mean, I said on the last live stream, like back on the other channel, I used to be less late and on time more for the live streams, but now with like the lower viewer base, the transition to this channel, it's harder to get like a lot of viewers. So the chat is usually really slow, at least compared to what I'm used to doing. When we were on the original Frank Tufano channel, and we were getting like be less late and on time more, maybe 300 to 400 viewers per stream, then the chat would just keep going and we wouldn't really have to talk about just random things and try to keep things going. But when it's like 100 150 people on the live stream, it's just the questions don't really go that fast. Like the stream. How are you guys? Nice hair. Yeah, I tied my hair back today. I was wearing like a t-shirt or a tank top, but I was just a little cold. But we'll see how I was hoping the sun was going to come out because I was trying to tan earlier and it was just cloudy the whole time. It's like the whole sky was clear except for the one cloud in front of the sun for like 3 hours straight. But I mean, that's what I expect. I mean, there's only been a handful of sunny days this year to tan. Congrats on 100K. Yeah, I'm debating on what video to do for 100K. I haven't really thought of what to do for 100K yet. I'm sure there's like something I've said in the past that I would do if I hit 100K. Did you find a farm without a tower? Guys, it's been like 2 days. No, I haven't. You should more people on your main channel know you do live streams here because I didn't even know you did them on this channel for a while. Well, no, on the last live stream on that channel, we literally said we're switching over to this channel to do live streams. Did you get some sun today? I tried to, but like I laid outside for like half an hour, but there was just the clouds in the sky the whole day. It was just so cloudy. How much sugar's in the Warrior bar? It's on the website now, but I think it's 38 grams of sugar for each bar. I don't know why you guys, I don't understand. Like, I make a meal replacement survival bar that tastes good, and you guys are like, duh, how many carbs does it have? Like, are you worried about how many carbs it has, or are you worried about starving to death? You fucking guy. Like, honestly, like, I was actually pissed that people were pulling that shit. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? It's a meal replacement survival food, and you guys are complaining that there's carbs in it? You're going to be complaining there's carbs in it when you're dead? Seriously, I don't... For those of you guys that don't know, we launched a meal replacement bar yesterday on Frankie's Free Range Meat. Did the flyers work? How many subs did you get? No, I don't think it was really worth it. Flyers weren't really worth it. Why do some people who have never dieted struggle to gain weight, but those that constantly diet gain weight like nothing? It seems like it should be the other way around. Usually the people that are... It has to do with... there's too many lifestyle factors and how you were raised and your nutrient imbalances, your Wi-Fi exposure. There's a lot of factors to consider when someone is typical to either gaining or losing weight. Aladdin pajamas. Get an Aladdin costume for 100K. Release the Warrior Bar recipe. No. I mean, there's probably going to be some asshole that steals our idea that'll be selling them where you are soon. So just keep an eye out for that. I mean, yeah, I mean, indigenous people used to eat the intestines and stuff. I think there's a different mineral profile, and there's also nutrients in there like choline that are higher. How is the K2 made in your supplement? They like ferment these they ferment this type of plant, and then they extract the K2 from it. Do you follow a white diet after you get your teeth bleached? The only really important thing is if you bleach your teeth that you want to like brush your teeth right after you have meals. Waxy feeling in your mouth from raw dairy. I'm not sure what you're talking about. That could be either fat coating your mouth or vitamin K2 coating your teeth. I can't grow a beard. What supplements are you taking? I might do a video on the supplements I'm using right now. I mean, there's some recent day of eatings where I've gone over what supplements I'm taking. Is eating a lot of tallow cause digestive issues? I did a video titled Carnivore Constipation where I went over that rendered fat can cause digestive issues. Almost $2 an ounce. Your thoughts? Our bar is actually priced the same as other meal replacement bars, and it's much higher quality, so we could, if anything, we should charge more. ANS, yeah, no, I figured since it was going to Serbia that I figured since it was going all the way over to Serbia, I might as well send 2 of them. Not every meal replacement has to be for life and death survival. Yeah, but like the goal is not to create a meal replacement bar that's like 0 carb. It's for something that tastes good and is really nutritious. And if people are against carbohydrates in their diet, they're missing the big picture. Most people shouldn't be supplementing zinc. Most people get plenty of zinc in their diet. They need corresponding amount of copper. If you go to a sushi restaurant, they use farm-raised fish. It's tough. Like, you know, when you're going out to eat, it's hard to find healthy stuff. I mean, Serbians, usually their native diet is pretty high in really high-quality animal foods that do, those animals in that type of climate, they actually do get a decent amount of vitamin D. Except you have literally like straight retarded carnivores that are saying like, oh, well, since reindeer in Serbia have vitamin D, that means feedlot cattle in America have vitamin D. So you don't need to get sun if you eat grain-fed feedlot. It's fucking funny, actually. It's kind of funny. People lose their minds over 30 grams of sugar from raw honey, but have no problem consuming artificial sweeteners and fillers. Oh no, people will drink coffee, which is literally like straight, like literally coffee is literally poison compared to honey. Coffee is literally poison compared to honey, and they have no problem sucking down coffee. But as soon as you bring up carbohydrates, like a paper value carbohydrates, they're like, oh no. They're literally destroying their adrenals with coffee, and they're worried about getting some carbs. Do you know how much the eggs are going to be on the farm? Not yet. We don't really know. Some probably want to use the bar as an everyday snack or dessert. Yeah, but if you make a 0 carbohydrate bar, it's not going to taste good. And we also have an unflavored pemmican that we used to have. Black Lives Matter. I mean, I've already done videos covering this. It's just my channel is so heavily censored, it doesn't even matter anymore. Like, I've made 3 vlog videos just going down to New York City and filming the streets, and they've all been so heavily censored, it's ridiculous. Even the John Venus video I made was so heavily censored. It's like YouTube just hit a switch to shut down any video. You can't talk about anything. The Black Lives Matter stuff was all staged and it's all set up. And it's just more part of the divide and conquer stuff to get everyone to hate each other and distract people from what's actually going on. It's crazy. They literally completely destroyed the fucking middle class. And as soon as people started getting angry and realizing what's going on, they just staged a fucking... They literally staged a an act on the news that they killed a black person. Congrats on 100K. Hey, thanks, Giovanni. Did you see the email I sent you of a farm property? I think someone sent me a farm property. It was just the acreage was low. Any tips for going from high carb carnivore back to high fat carnivore? What do you mean, like eating honey to eating fat? I don't give general recommendations like that. I can do consultations. Young Pharaoh is suing for censorship. I mean, I don't understand. Like, all right, you're gonna sue someone for censoring your channel. What's the compensation gonna be? The hypothetical of growth if your channel wasn't censored? Back in January, February, March of 2019, I was getting like 30 to 40,000 views per video, like consistently, and then it just went down. The middle class is going to lose their income. They already lost their income. The reason John Venus video didn't get views is because you put Clown Venus, not John Venus. So it's not going to appear in the algorithms. I was thinking that might have been the reason, but if that's the reason, that's really stupid. I thought that was a possibility when I was looking at why it wasn't popular, but that's a really stupid algorithm reason if his name is in the tags and said in the video a lot. Lots of farm properties and land right below the New York Canada border. I don't know. It just seems difficult to. We wanted to be closer to New York City for the business reasons, but it's hard to find. I haven't really even spoken to that many real estate agents yet. I was just looking for myself on Zillow to find properties that fit the bill. But I gotta call up some real estate agents tomorrow. .4G is still not very good for you either. No, I mean, there's problem with any type of cell tower or cellular infrastructure. And it's actually kind of funny how there were like a couple of shill comments on my channel about 5G where it was like, oh, well, they don't go that far. They only travel half a mile. And they're like, oh, it's just a tower, Frank. It doesn't do anything. I'll be back in 1 second, guys. I'm just going to grab some water. I'm so tired. Hopefully this shit keeps me awake. I tried raw goat milk. It was so gross. It had a weird musky taste or something. Yeah, that's called the goat flavor. It's kind of gross. Hey Banana, thanks for the support today. Let me know if you had any questions in the chat. I'll try to keep an eye out. Did you make the Orb of Confusion meme yet? Someone sent me it on someone sent me the Orb of Confusion meme on Snapchat and I saved it to my phone. I should probably post it somewhere. Why can't the majority of people spot Masons and shills? It's because it's how everything happens. If you think about all the carnivores, like Michaela Peterson, all of them, The way they got popular was because they were either already famous or they got put on a very large podcast platform. Every single person that gets famous in the dietary community, it's weird. It's like a random person gets on a large podcast and they're introduced as this expert in this diet, and that's basically how they're established. It doesn't make any sense. No one else, they don't earn it in a sense. Masons and shills and all these people, they don't earn anything. It's given to them. I was thinking about, like, I was just thinking about when I was going to bed last night. It's funny, like, I bet you all these carnivore influencers, when, like, these Mason shills, when they're telling each other how to be successful on YouTube, oh, just copy a Frank Tufano video and say the exact same thing, you'll get some viewers. And then don't worry about people saying he copied you, because we'll all defend you. They literally they plagiarize other people's research and information, and they use their platforms and connections to network and get, like, if you're just able to get on the Joe Rogan podcast or any type of podcast that's like high level podcast and just pretend you're an expert on something and just copy. I could literally just like if I wanted to be a fasting expert, I guess this isn't a great example because I know a decent amount about fasting, but if let's say you take some freshly minted doctor out of medical school and you have him read Dr. Jason Fung's book, and then you just have him go on a podcast and pretend the information is his, and you put that podcast in front of hundreds of thousands of people, I guarantee you that freshly minted MD builds up a following and can make money and has all this stuff. It's literally, everything's handed to these people. They have the platforms, they control the media, they control what people see, and they just make sure that they're making money off of the general public. So unlike me, because what I did to grow my channel, I killed myself researching and making YouTube videos for 4 years. And if I was on those platforms and those podcasts that those other people were, I mean, we'd be in a different I'd have millions of followers. Because not one of those people would be successful based off of their own intelligence or merit. They're not intelligent. They're not creative. They don't look good. They don't know what they're talking about. I mean, look, I mean, do they know something? Possibly. I mean, but no, they're not by no means would I consider these people intelligent or understanding of nutrition if they have to literally copy my videos to understand anything. There are a lot of intelligent people out there that do nutrition and stuff, and especially on YouTube, that are very successful. Here's an instance. Dr. Berg and Thomas DeLauer are intelligent people, and they have millions and millions of followers. So when you combine intelligence with the connections, then you get millions of followers. If you just have intelligence or you just have connections, you're not going to have that many followers. Joe Rogan follows you on Twitter. He's been following me for over 2 years. Why is the viewer count so low? I'm just really heavily shadow banned. Joe Rogan mentioned me eating liver. Yeah, I forgot which podcast that was. I thought I saved it. Only took it because I already tried everything else. The only thing that clears my acne is to not eat at all, and that's not possible, especially I'm a powerlifter. Yeah, I offer consultations on Accutane or acne. Yeah, you probably have to do a vitamin A detox. I got some raw ox liver. Is it alright if I use raw milk to rinse the blood off? You raw. I'm not giving you raw tards advice on how to poison your cells. I'm sorry. Go ask Sferage. I don't want to be held liable for your nonsense. I mean, the reason I realized all this stuff was because these people were plagiarizing me. Frankie, every time I eat fish, I get terrible stomach pain that lasts 5 to 6 hours after tried fresh salt. Don't eat fish. Don't eat fish. Chances are the fish you're buying is somewhat polluted. Also, chances are you have an intolerance to something in the fish, whether it's omega fatty acids or high levels of vitamin A. If fish doesn't sit well with you, don't eat it. Most people don't really need to eat liver. It really depends, though. Would the D3 on organic subs go up in or organ supplements go up in price with the new labels? No, the things that would go up in price on organ supplements are probably the bovine stuff, not the vitamins. The vitamins would probably stay the same price. No, the cod liver's canned. It's not perishable. Raw tarts 2020. Frank, I got my hands on wild caught local fresh salmon, never frozen, pulled from the stream. I say the liver and heart, are they good to eat? I mean, it depends on how polluted the local source is. I mean, liver and heart, yeah. I mean, salmon liver, I would love to try some myself. It's probably really nutritious and tasty. How am I going to get my omega-3s? I mean, you could just have, I mean, I don't know if you're getting sick from eating fish eggs or like wild salmon roe. Your option is for omega-3, if you're getting sick from those types of fish, to just get animal brains. Have you noticed how many carnivores are now incorporating honey in their diet? It's kind of pissing me off. I'm actually going to do a video on that this week because of how much it's, I got to address it. All right, honey, stop eating honey is dangerous on carnivore. Who, like, I don't understand. Have that many people really been incorporating honey into their diets now that I'm doing it? It kind of pisses me off that these people literally just copy exactly what I'm doing without even mentioning my name. And it's so obvious. And I literally explained several times in my videos that the reason I'm eating honey isn't because I think it's healthy or good. It's because of my current health issues. So these people are literally replicating a diet that I'm following because I'm pretty much sick. Like I have liver problems and iron overload problems. And that's the reason I'm eating honey. But they're eating honey because they saw me do it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Are they just grifting to... Why are you a bodybuilder? You said it doesn't make sense and it's feminine. Well, I mean, it's from a marketing perspective for my channel. That was the plan for bodybuilding. People who eat feedlot beef are prone to stomach pains. I mean, there's a lot of aspects that'll tie into that. It's so weird. Like, when I do an Ask Me Anything, all you guys do is ask me nutrition questions. And then when I do a nutrition Q&A or carnivore diet Q&A, you guys just talk about protests and shit. Whatever. I don't really care. You have the right to know the nutrition facts on the bar, Frank. Don't insult customers that want to buy your product just because we ask what's inside. Dude, I literally explained to you 3 times in the video what the 5 ingredients are. On the website, it lists what the 5 ingredients are. And there's a nutrition label on the website that says what the nutrition is. Are you guys, like, still vegan or something? Did you not switch over to carnivore yet? Did you not get your B vitamins and omega-3s yet? Yeah, John Trium. That sounds like a fine source. You should just fake consuming a shit ton of liver and give the... I already did. I kind of already gaslighted them. I kind of already did the honey shit and they copied it and they're wrong. You once mentioned that you used to eat anything and everything. No, all the nutrition problems started when I took Accutane. I always had acne from when I was a kid, so I've always had leaky gut, I'm guessing. But then when I took Accutane, the acne kind of went away, but I couldn't really eat any foods. Do you need K2 when getting D from the sun? BJ Code, I would watch the videos I've done on K2 and D3. Love how huge the pemmican bars are, by the way. Oh, you know, I hate these companies that sell like these 2 or 3 ounce bars that are like $2 or $3 and you got to eat like fucking 10 of them to not be hungry. Could you try to get international shipping soon for Frankie's Strange Meat? No, but the problem isn't international shipping. The problem is customs seizes a lot of packages. On my other companies, like Organ Supplements and Frankie's Naturals, I do ship international, but Frankie's Naturals rarely gets seized. Those products are legal. Organ Supplements, a lot of times the products do get seized internationally, but they send it back and the products are supplements so they don't go bad. So they're unopened and I can just sell them again. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just use them for myself. But the point is that Frankie's Free Range Meat, the products almost always get seized. Like every time the product gets seized at customs, and a lot of times it's sent back, and we lose a lot of money. And it's heavy. Organ supplements and Frankie's Naturals, I ship first class international a lot. It's only like $10-15 for shipping. So many people take Accutane without any issues. That's absolutely not true. Well, if you're taking Accutane, you're just poisoning yourself. What is Accutane? It's very high dose retinol palmitate. Or actually, I don't know if it's retinol palmitate, but it's very high dose plant-based retinol. How long will the Warrior bars be in stock? There's we technically already sold out of the Warrior bars we made. Adam's gonna work extra in the kitchen this week to make some more. We're gonna keep them in stock regardless of what happens, and just keep making more. I mean, we sold way more than we had. We sold about twice as many as we had, but he can go into the kitchen and make more. So we're just gonna keep selling the Warrior bar. We should be fine. I mean, if we like sent out a marketing email and started pushing it, then we'd probably get overwhelmed. But we should be okay right now. But if you guys do want to get the Warrior bar this week, you better order it by today. I took Accutane for 2 weeks and my hair fell out. I stopped immediately. I thought you were crazy about EMF dangers until I bought a meter. You said microwave ovens have high values when on standby. You were right. I'm not sure if the values are that high when they're on standby, depending on the microwave. It's a derivative of vitamin A, but doesn't have the properties of vitamin A. That's not really true. Retinol palmitate or retinol, whatever form of vitamin A, it can be stored in your liver in a similar fashion. Hire someone specifically to make the Warrior bars. As soon as we get into the new facility, we should be able to hire people. Why are the Accutane effects long lasting? Because the vitamin A gets stuck in your liver and doesn't leave. Please do a vegan critique. I'm getting tired of all the hoes in my city. Where does one find a decent, cute girl? They are few and far between, my friend. I think honestly, I think it's a lot of things. It's just a biological thing for a lot of women. I mean, the women that watch my YouTube channel are different because they tend to be very open-minded and think outside the box. So I wouldn't necessarily say this applies. You know, this doesn't apply to a lot of the women that watch my channel, but for the most part, most women want the same thing. You know, they want to. I mean, everyone wants like. Obviously, everyone wants like a person they're attracted to, and to be happy and in a relationship. But females take it to a whole different level with specifics, and the thing about females is they have so many more options. What question am I answering? Oh, someone asked if I could find a decent girl. I mean, it wasn't a donation, so I don't feel like answering that. It's too long of an explanation. Are the Warrior bars considered a fresh product? No, it's non-perishable. So you could just order 7 of the bars and that's it, if you want. The main reason we have a $100 limit is because, guys, if we had like 1,000 people order 1 bar, we're not doing that shit. No, we're not doing it. We could do it. If I was selling the Warrior bar out of my garage or my apartment myself, I could do it fine and just pack up like a few hundred orders easily, but in the facility, no, it's a pain in the ass. We want larger orders. Frank, you need a woman from the Balkans, Croatian, Serbian, Bosnian. I feel like those women still want something though. But they're not gonna marry a short Italian dude. Would you date a midget? I mean, they're usually not attractive if I'm not being rude. I've never been attracted to a midget. Frank only wants Russian girls. I was on TikTok 3 days ago, and it was funny. This Russian girl was, you know how on TikTok they do this stupid shit like, I don't know. You have to be familiar with TikTok, but this Russian girl was like, people say Russian girls are ugly, and she's like trying to prove people wrong. And in the comments, it was literally like, okay, so no one's ever said that. It was kind of funny, actually. You have pretty specific qualifications for what you find attractive. I would say it's still not as specific as the majority of women. Of course, women want to be financially supported. What's wrong with that? I mean, I'm not having this discussion. This is just another part of the divide and conquer stuff. What is funny though is I'm sure you guys have been seeing like people joking about all the white girls that suck black dick and now they're not standing up for Black Lives Matter. What's the biggest nutritional mistake you made since you went carnivore till now? Probably not getting certain nutrients like copper and magnesium in my diet. And a woman both want something to take care of them. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's really. It's not really like that. If all you need to do is spend a couple of days on TikTok and understand what the current female dating culture is. It's basically, a large percentage of the females, like maybe 80 to 85% of the females are just dating like the top 2 or 3% of guys. That's basically what it is. Well, I get maybe I've just been on TikTok too much. Doesn't excessive iron interrupt copper? Yes. Why don't you train for health and strength, still be ripped instead of doing bodybuilding? No, because I was really skinny and ripped and healthy before I did the bodybuilding stuff, and I made fitness videos and people laughed at me. Remember when you got a passport on Snapchat and we're talking to the Russians? No, I got banned from Tinder, but on Tinder they had this free passport shit for the quarantine, and all these Russian girls started messaging me. I'm like, I'm not fucking paying for you. Like, I'm not fucking paying for you to come to the United States. It was fucking hilarious. That's why I was actually glad I got banned from Tinder, because every single person I matched with was like 4,000 miles away. I was like, I'm not fucking talking to you. Like, it is the 80-20 rule, something like that, yeah. How does that work though? Because the population is 50-50. Oh no, 80% of women date 20% of men. So there's a handful of men that get a lot of girls. Baldivore. We have to use the term Baldivore more often. Get a Russian chick and go on 90 Day Fiance. I don't even know what that show's about. I haven't posted. I made a TikTok and I posted a couple times, but I kind of stopped. I'm just too lazy to do it. Like, I would look through there and try to get ideas to do it, but feel like as you get older, women become more serious about dating and aren't like that though. Well, yeah, no. After they fuck 3,000 dudes, it kind of gets old, right? Q-Link pens it as a scam. When are you coming out with your fitness plans? I don't know. It looks like they're going to kill kids with this radiation bullshit. I don't know if fitness is ever going to get back to normal. I mean, all the fitness YouTubers are pretending like fitness has always been normal. If you watch the fitness YouTubers channel, you wouldn't even know there was a virus or a pandemic or anything. Do you think that guys that are 6 foot over? I don't really. I mean, the height thing seems to be a big deal. I don't really know if the over 6 feet tall thing is overstated or not. In New York City, I don't. I mean, a lot of girls in New York City are fucking taller than me. Most fitness YouTubers now are sissy lala boys that let their girlfriends get fat. That might not even be a thing. That might honestly be part of their agenda. They might be purposely getting fat to relate to everyone. I'm not joking. I think that's what it is. What do you mean? What do you mean, Sarah? When are gyms opening back up? I don't know what's going on in New York. I don't think they're going to be able to open back up in New York. You offer brisket on your site? We have some in the fatty beef box. When we move into this new facility next week, we're going to have brisket on its own. How did you make sure that those guys you hired to distribute flyers didn't just dump them somewhere? I mean, it's hard to know how many flyers they actually handed out versus how many flyers they didn't hand out. But I mean, most of these people, I'm not hiring them again. And the people that did a good job, and I know did a good job, I'll hire them again. I mean, I mean, people are stupid. Like, if they think I can't tell whether they handed the flyers out legitimately or not based on their attitude and how they're acting, they're stupid. People are working out in masks at the gym. COVIDiots. I'm going to make a mask that says fucking COVIDiot on it. And when people ask about it, all you're going to say is, you're a fucking idiot for believing in this fake fucking virus. And then when they try to argue with you, oh, what do you mean the virus isn't real? Prove it. Well, if you weren't stupid, if you're stupid enough to believe in the fucking virus, you're not smart enough to understand why it's not. It's the stupid. If you were smart enough to realize the virus wasn't real, you would have fucking done it already. So suffocate yourself with your mask, you fucking idiot. This COVIDiot written on my mask is just going to be to remind you of how fucking stupid you are and how stupid I am now that I have to wear a mask because of your dumb ass. No barbers are open, so no haircuts. Cows will walk into a ripe cornfield. Holy shit, that's probably the funniest fucking thing I've read all week. Someone literally just typed in the chat that grass finished beef isn't better than corn finished beef because cows will eat corn. What kind of fucking argument is that? That's funny, man. Dude, I would honestly, there are so many comments I deleted just because they were show comments that I should have saved. They were just so funny. People saying like, "Oh, 5G is safe." Like, it's the funniest shit. It's so stupid. I wish I should have saved. I got to start saving them. I got to start saving the comments because they're just ridiculous. I think women wear the mask just to avoid having men ogle them. Ooh wee. Yeah, I should have. I wish I could have saved the comments. I would have had a video to do already. Frank, maybe they aren't shills. Maybe they just disagree. You couldn't possibly be that stupid. Isn't a shill someone who's paid? Yeah, no, these people get paid small amounts per comment they write. I will say, though, that there does seem to be a lot of there is a confirmation bias among the sheeple with corn-fed beef about how they like the taste more. That's not completely a shill thing. There are a lot of people that don't like the grassy taste of grass-fed beef. I don't get how. I think grain-fed beef's fucking disgusting, but there are some people out there that do like the grain-finished beef. But that's probably because they're overcooking the hell out of their meat and adding a lot of salt and pepper. Hey, thanks Tobias. Are the black spots normal on the ball grease? That's mold. If it's a few months old, it might start molding. What do you think of David Sinclair's book Lifespan? If you listen to a guy that looks like that about longevity, you deserve to be ripped off. Isn't your brother a physics genius? Wouldn't he know about 5 grams? I think my brother might. I never brought up masonry or anything to him yet, but I think my brother might be a low-level mason because of how he talks to me and how he only dates Jewish girls. Now, I was thinking about it last night. I was like, you know what? He might be a mason because all he does is fucking gaslight me and date Jewish girls. Is pasteurized still good to eat? I know it's lacking more nutrients than a raw cheese, but it's okay. What matters really is the initial milk quality, and nothing negative was added to it. Could stalling weight loss on a high quality carnivore diet be caused by not eating enough? No. There's a lot of shills on these carnivore forums tell people to eat more meat because they're just trying to make people sick and sell meat to make money. It's fucking sad and sickening that these shills on these carnivore forums literally agreed that the only advice they're going to give people is, oh, just eat more meat, you're not eating enough. It's fucking unbelievably stupid. How does he gaslight you? It's kind of dumb. Like, I'll bring up 5 separate arguments about 5 different things, and he'll try to debunk all of them. I'll be like, all right, well, whatever. You're just going to... You literally just walk circles around every single thing. You said you were supposed to see another farm on Saturday. I was going to go up there, and I was really tired. And I was like, all right, let me try to find a reason to not go up there. And I didn't look at the structures before. I just read the description of the structures, and I went to go actually take a look at the fucking pictures of the structure. It was a dump, not usable. Eat the meat you crave and can afford. Ooh-wee. What happened to Elise Parker? She sort of disappeared. Go check out her last 2 videos on her channel. She's getting crucified. Everyone realizes how much of a sellout shill she is, and now she can't really do anything because they realize she's just completely fake. She pretty much destroyed her career. There has been no one that's gone. There are no ex-vegans that have ever been successful. It's never happened, and it can't happen. You just destroy their career. That's it. They're dishonest. They shilled for the vegan diet. They can't be repurposed to shill for other stuff. The problem is if they got popular as a vegan. Most of the carnivores were actually vegans. A lot of the carnivores were vegans. There's actually 3. 3 of the most popular carnivore YouTubers were ex-vegan. A couple of them. But the reason that they're successful is because they weren't popular as vegans, and then they got popular as carnivores. But the problem with people like John Venus and Elise Parker is they pretty much got as popular as they could get as a vegan. Now if they go carnivore, they're fucked. What do we say to convince our family not to take the Doom vaccine coming soon? If they're stupid enough to think the vaccine is a cure, I don't think there's anyone. I mean, even my parents don't. Even my parents know a vaccine is a bad idea. But the thing is, these people weren't just vegan. They were shilling for the vegan diet, and then they get repurposed to shill for the carnivore diet. And these larger influencers like Elise Parker, Raw Alignment, thought they could do the same thing. They thought they could shill for the carnivore diet now, but no, because they built too much of a following as a vegan. They did good on YouTube when they were vegan and fell off when they quit, kind of like a John Venus had pretty mediocre views pre I'm no longer vegan videos. I wasn't really paying attention. Do I have to worry about zinc copper imbalance if I eat pretty much only pork with some eggs and dairy? Way too much zinc, yeah. I'm excited to see what happens when all these idiots get the vaccines and they all get really fucking sick. I'm just curious. There's going to be a bunch of posts on Reddit. Oh, look, I got my vaccine and I feel great. And then the picture is going to be of some fucking pale white dude that looks like a zombie about to drop dead and doesn't have an ounce of muscle on his body. Hey, Frank, does your back still hurt? No, my back problems are usually gut related. So, like, when I was having the really bad back problems, I had an allergic reaction to some eggs. And my back was just fucked up for like 3 days, but it's better now. I love waking up to your 3 a.m. tweets. It's funny. I've been consistently tweeting at like 3 a.m. I don't know why. It's when I get the creative, angry tweet energy. I really hope you get that farm soon. I gotta call real estate agents up the next few days. The problem is we can't get a farm loan without knowing where the farm is first, because different loan companies loan to different locations. So we were applying for a loan, and then I told the guy where the farm was, and he was like, "Oh well, you need to go there because we don't cover that zone." People take the flu vaccine, get sick from it, and will still stand by it. Yeah, they're fucking idiots. I don't get it. What motivates you to be so driven in life and businesses? Part of it is all of these Mason pricks are a bunch of, like, they're ugly and stupid, and they don't put work into anything. So I like making them look stupid. And they have to fucking copy someone because they're that fucking stupid. That's part of it. Part of it is wanting to help people, and part of it is disliking the people that are stealing. It's part of it is disliking the dishonest people, which is the majority of people, and the other part of it's wanting to help people. Yeah, I'm really tired. All I want to do is go lay down after this live stream, but if I lay down, I won't be able to film my video outside, but I don't give a shit. So I think I'm just going to go lay down and I'll film the video later, regardless of how dark it is. Worst case scenario, I could turn the light on outside. It doesn't matter. I could even fucking film it tomorrow morning if I want to. Is this preemptive programming for the second wave? They've already programmed the second wave. People are already saying and expecting a second wave. It's retarded. It's the most retarded fucking shit. It's like me telling people I'm going to get shot when I go to work 2 months from now, over and over again. The Masons know more than you? So why do they have to copy every fucking other video I make on nutrition if they know more than me? You guys are fucking retarded. If the Masons knew more than me, they wouldn't have to plagiarize my information and go on large platforms to steal my viewer base. If they knew more than me, they wouldn't have to do that. They would be able to find the flaws in my nutritional understanding. Although there are very few, and it would be nitpicking, but there are some, but they're not able to do that because they're not smart enough. It's actually the other way around. I nitpick what they copy me, and I have to correct them because they didn't say what I said right. How long does it take you to prepare, film, and edit a video? It really depends on what the video is. The rare occasion where a video only takes about 2 hours is where I don't have to research for the script and I can write the script off the top of my head. Or if I'm doing like a cooking video. Actually, the shortest video I've ever made used to be was probably that Warrior Bar video. Literally just 15 minutes of filming off the top of my head, and then I spliced it together in half an hour and uploaded it. The video yesterday, I mean, I was in New York City filming for 6 hours, and then I spent 4 hours editing it. So I literally spent the whole day making a 20-minute video. The video today, I spent maybe 20 minutes writing the script off the top of my head. It's going to maybe take me half an hour to film it, and then maybe an hour to edit it if I put in some B-roll. So 2 to 3 hours. But again, it depends on the video, what it's about. A really involved whiteboard video might take 3 or 4 hours if it takes me a long time to research. Slightly Crazy Vegan leaked some photos of you. On why, YouTube or Twitter? There was a really funny this vegan cartoonist. This vegan cartoonist made a hilarious skit of me, and it didn't get a lot of views. I was gonna repost it to my channel, but I wanted to contact her and see if she would let me post it. I don't think she reached out to me though. Talk of Masons seems like a waste of time. It is a waste of time, but what pisses me off, the reason I talk about Masons is because these assholes stole all my hard work. And when I've worked so hard, I don't give a shit about what they do or what club they're in until they're fucking with me. And that's why I got angry at them. If that fucking retard rat boy didn't steal my information, none of this would have fucking happened. None of this would have happened. Six months later, John Venus. This video is sponsored by ButcherBox. Frank, you should interview John Venus. They're all a bunch of Mason shills, so they're only going to collaborate with other Masons. Why do you think John Venus has already collaborated with a lot of other clownivores? Well, Masons are like low-level, pseudo-intellectual morons. That's all they fucking are. They're low-level, pseudo-intellectual morons that have no fucking integrity. I mean, look, like, if the guy didn't pretty much the guy was a step away from cutting off my fucking face and making a mask out of it. It was fucking comical how much he plagiarized me and how much all these shills defended him. It's ridiculous. It's sad. That's why I discovered all this stuff in the first place. They opened up a big fucking can of worms by just plagiarizing my information. I bet you they told that fucking idiot, like, why did you fucking copy this guy? He literally took down the whole fucking carnivore movement because you copied one of his fucking videos without crediting him. How stupid is that? How stupid can you fucking be that you won't apologize for one video, that you make a guy so fucking angry that he literally spends the next 2 years trying to discredit the carnivore diet? Like, I think you made a fucking mistake on that one, buddy. I know a girl who literally got holes in her lungs from vaping and she was always coughing up blood. I have a girlfriend that used to, I still talk to her sometimes, but she's always smoking whenever I fucking talk to her and she's coughing her lungs out. So you're telling me she has lung damage? Masons just look after their own, and that's why people join? Yeah, but by looking after one of their own, they compromise the well-being of many others. Like, it's arguable that if they just fucking dropped that guy and got someone else, they would have been way better off. It doesn't make sense. You know, they'll protect themselves to the point where it'll be detrimental to them. They'll literally just kill every animal on your farm with the flip of a switch. It's funny. Like, people were telling me, oh, Frank, don't worry about the towers. The towers will be everywhere. I was like, really? So why am I going to put animals and do all this shit on a farm when they can literally just kill everything if they turn a switch? Like people that don't understand the 5 grams weaponry in the towers don't understand that that's literally what that stuff can do. They can turn the radiation frequency so high that they will literally kill something like instantly. Why do you think people were dropping dead on the streets of Wuhan and convulsing? Like a virus doesn't do that. Have you made a video about the proof of plagiarism? Yeah, there's 3 videos about the plagiarism, and there's
Hey Frank, did you realize the warrior bars have carbs?
I did 3 videos about the plagiarism, but they were heavily censored, so I kind of stopped. I mean, I proved all I needed to. Did you realize the warrior bars have carbs? Tom, it seems like every day my viewers try to find something that drives me crazy. Hold on, what was the last thing? The last time you donated was like something funnier. It was like about the same thing that people kept bothering me about. What was it? To achieve optimal health, do you recommend drinking the liquid out of cod liver cans? I don't know why my viewers just seem to fixate on things like over and over again that just piss me off because they ask me the same thing. Like, it seems like everyone gets the same idea and always asks me. Like, I get 100 people asking me about drinking the oil out of cod liver cans. I get 100 people bothering me about honey in the warrior bar. Like, guys, there's carbs in the bar. There's honey in it. You don't want to eat carbs? Don't fucking eat it. You dated a smoker? All of my girlfriends were complete potheads. I don't know if it's just like that hot girls have nothing to do besides smoke dope all day. I do like calling people dope addicts though. For some reason, I kind of like degrading them. Build a lead barn. I mean, what do you mean build a lead barn? Like, chances are if they turn the towers on, the cows are going to be outside the barn. You can't keep the cows in the barn all day. You think it's possible to fix your IBS as a vegan? A lot of vegan gastro-docs say when you eat meat, you're just avoiding the problem. Screwing up your microbiome long term. Oh no, your body needs certain nutrients, vitamins and minerals to heal and repair tissue and to keep things in balance. So IBS is a vegan, no. All the COVID in the news and the Black Lives Matter stuff is all completely staged. all these fruity vapes with super high nicotine content to poison the youth. Yeah, no, a lot of kids, they got the kids locked down on these vapes. My parents are now into blood types and the amount of meat you should eat, and they're bothering me all day about it. It's really, really. I don't know where. I think someone. I don't know who wrote it, but I'm assuming someone has written some convincing bullshit on blood types. But if people actually understood diet at all, they'll understand that the percentage of like energy to protein in all human diets is fairly consistent, and that blood type has nothing to do with your body's protein needs. Like does someone who's a bodybuilder just because they're a different blood types suddenly need more? No, the amount of protein you need has to do with your lean body mass and your activity level. To say that your blood type dictates your diet more than your lifestyle is ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. I have to actually get behind. You know what I have to look into is the science on what blood type is and explain mechanistically what it does. Do you recommend the Toyota Corolla? We should just buy a Toyota Corolla as our next car. I'm a pothead, let's smash. All these girls I used to date that smoke dope, they're just so fucking stupid. Can't even have a conversation. If I just let fresh cream sit out, will it turn into sour cream? Depends on if it's raw or not, other factors. Do you know how to remove radiation and eliminate the effects of exposure? Yeah, I mean, you want to watch my video on EMF and you want to watch my video on antioxidant cycles. You know how to remove Guys, we'll wrap this up in like, how long have we been going? Oh, we've been going for an hour already. That doesn't seem like that bad. Alright, we'll go for a few more minutes, then we'll call it a day. I'm actually feeling a little less tired right now. As much as I want to stop this bodybuilding stuff, I feel like I have to stick it out, see when these gyms open up, and I have to at least try for a year or two. I've already suffered for like 8 months. What's another 8 months? I'm not gonna fucking give up now because I already put so much effort into it. Our weekend stream's gonna be on Sundays now. We actually got a lot of viewers today compared to Saturday. Next week I might do a special. We'll like live stream Saturday and Sunday, and we'll see which day gets more views, and then we'll go with that day. The avoiding hair loss course in the future. It's funny. I've had the hair loss course written up for like months, and I haven't done it yet. I feel like just waiting till I'm 30 and I have this like, I look like fucking Fab. Who's the fucking guy in the commercial that has like the long flowing hair like a horse, like Fabio? What the hell's his name? I'm just gonna wait till I'm 30 years old and have hair like Fabio. And I'm gonna make this website about how not to lose your hair, and I'm just gonna get famous. I feel like I just can't give that information away without buying a Mercedes from the profit I make off of it. With how much money guys spend on trying to prevent hair loss. If you want an energy boost, have a cigar with coffee. Yeah, that'll fucking work all right. Lol, people already lost their hair. Yeah, we'll have to get the next round of people Sorry, guys. You guys lost your hair already. I don't know. You know, honestly, if people wanted to keep their hair so badly, I feel like one of them would have reached out to me for a consultation already. But I've never had one person reach out to me for a consultation on hair loss. Not well. Technically speaking, I've had a few clients that have had hair loss as a concern, but I've never had someone reach out to me. I mean, there are clients I've had. All right, let me rephrase that. I've had clients where their primary concern is hair loss, but I don't think I've ever had someone reach out to me and like literally say, can you help me not lose my hair? It's happened, but it hasn't happened like that much. Are you bored? No, I'm actually having fun today. I'm just mentally exhausted. I just haven't slept enough. But there's like a lot of shit people will say about losing your hair. Like people say, "Oh, don't tie your hair back or you'll lose your hair." Well, wait, like pretty much every woman ties their hair back and they don't lose their hair. So there's a lot of like misconceptions and bullshit. But guys, 2 more minutes before I fall asleep on the spot here. Why do I get the urge to shave my head? Maybe because you're a high testosterone female. Do you have the urge to peg boys too? If you follow your dietary and lifestyle advice, your hair will be fine. Technically, if you get everything right. Isn't hair loss a lack of B vitamins and or D3 and K2? That's part of it. You should make a L'Oreal Paris parody ad exposing the bold divorce hair loss. I still haven't made a video.
Frank, is it possible to reverse sexuality through diet? Barton.
I haven't done a video on the bold divorce yet. Can you reverse sexuality through diet? It's too late for some people. You can improve your sexuality. So if you're gay and you're attracted to really masculine men, maybe you could start being attracted to more girly guys. Same thing with like a female. Like if you're a lesbian and you're attracted to like really butch, manly lesbians, like, wait, no, hold on. No, it's the other way around. So if you're like a lesbian and you're attracted to like really, really pretty girls, then maybe you can make it so you're attracted to more like butch lesbians. So maybe with corrections in the diet, you can reverse your sexuality to some degree. Like you can blur the line a little bit. So maybe if you were like bisexual, you can turn straight, but it depends on how close to the line you were. What race of woman do you prefer? I mean, the race doesn't really matter. If they're pretty or not. I suggest my video, a vegan diet will make you a fairy boy. Do we have to do the carnivore edition? Do we have to do the carnivore diet will make you a sissy lala boy? I think we've already done that video. I think we've technically already done that video. Why do you know about this, Frank? I'm just making shit up. I'm just making shit up. It's probably true. It could be true, though. It could be true. From what I understand about diet and hormones. You have high BPA because of all your plastic, Frank? I don't think the plastic isn't really that much of a concern unless it's being heated. Usually the plastic isn't that much of an issue to my understanding. I mean, I do eat vacuum sealed meat though. I'm trying to think if I'd be able to nah. I don't see how that's going to make a considerable difference. But guys, we're going to wrap this up. So thank you guys for joining me before this devolves into any further nonsense. So if you guys have any further questions or inquiries, just leave a comment on the live stream. Law of attraction. Herman, I think I did a video recently about the law of attraction, but it wasn't titled. Oh, maybe I don't forgot what it was titled. but I think it was like a month or two ago. But I'll see you guys for Tuesday's live stream.